じゃあ、大沢原さん、お願いします。
Okay, thank you. Hello. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Ota-san, and the COSCUP organizers for giving me the honor of giving the closing talk here. I'm Naruhiko Ogasawara, an independent open source lover from Japan. Okay, let me talk about the Japanese IT industry. So it is now growing. So answer is maybe no. Good old day, we had only think about the Japanese market because Japan is quite rich than nowadays. But so after that lost 20 years in Japanese, 失われた20年, we are getting poor, and so Japanese market is not so strong market in the world. So we have to consider so we have to consider that globally. We have to compete a global company, or we have to collaborate a global partners or something. So anyway, have you seen this map? Maybe not. This is from Italo Vignoli's talk. He is one of the founder of the LibreOffice project. In last LibreOffice Asia conference, it's this picture is taken from his slide. You can watch his interesting talk in YouTube. So I strongly recommend it to watch. Here is a link. Oh, no mouse. Okay, and so this size of each country indicates how many software they export. Okay, you know this very huge area is where is this country? You know, maybe this is the United States, and this is Europe, and this is here is Asia. Maybe so. Japan is maybe a 1 pixel or something. So if I think so. If we have to sort of globally, this map indicates it's really hard way to selling software license strategy. Uh, to so selling a software license is already so um, very strong bubble. So we cannot beat them. So other strategy instead we should consider focus on using software and IT technology to deliver valuable something without importing license. How? You already know open source is a key of success. I think hope is not the Japanese IT industry, but it's Japanese IT community. Uh, Basically, open source is developed all over the world and can be used by anyone in the world. So, in order to create value with it, we need to participate and share it on the global level. But it is quite hard to accomplish that individually or in each organization independently. So only a cross-sectional community unrelated to the participants' organization can do that, I believe. So all of us here already know that's importance, I guess. So we can say Japanese IT community is growing, as the title mentions this talk. This talk title mentions. Recently, there are more IT community events in Japan which attract many people, like PyCon JP or Ruby Kaigi or Cloud Native Days. This is focusing on the Kubernetes or Docker or such kind of cloud technology, and also the open source conference. Open source conference is Japanese most famous open source event series known as OSC. This track is named OSC Tokyo track. So OSC this came from. And speak of this track, OSC Tokyo is from OSC speakers, basically. And OSC is hosted by OSPN, stands for Open Social People Network. This is a Japanese community of people brought together by technical curiosity, focusing on open source. And each participant may have different goal. For example, for example, as myself, just simply enjoy based on what I get in this community, or someone want to make money from this or something. And so I'd like to change the topic a bit. This time, world is really hard situation with COVID-19. In this situation, it is very hard to gather in person, as Io-san said last talk. It's very sad because in-person communication is worth enough to especially so for myself. I cannot speak English well, but in person, so I can understand lots of. But it is also a great opportunity for now because we've learned that it's very easy to meet virtually across countries and regions. As this virtual COSCUP OSPN sessions did. Okay, it's good. I can join anywhere worldwide. I'm very happy. Oh, really? So, in my opinion, value of working together in Asia is greater now that we can virtually attend any conference in the world. I mean, yeah, because so Asian has a but so of course we don't have any common language. We have to talk with in English, even in Asia. But so we are mostly close time zone, and maybe a similar culture than Western people. So sometimes share some same problem, which is hard to understand for Western people, like CGK handling or something. And this kind of the strong relationship will help to grow each local IT communities as globally. I mean, so if we Japanese and Taiwanese, or for example, the Korean or mainland China, so gather the small community, this can be growth each community, and each community can be at a contact with so global people. So, COSCUP OSPN is a great place to Asian people, especially Taiwanese and Japanese gatherers. And it's very important. This track is begins last year, and so it's very happy to continue this year. So it's very important to continue this interaction. So I want to say lots of thanks to Masafumi Ota from Japan side, and of course, COSCUP organizer to let us allow to here, and also volunteers much have helps, and of course every speakers and the participants who let this track be there to here. And so I want to say, let's figure out what we all can do to keep it going next year and beyond. Then next time, so let's make time for Oda-san to get more sleep. Anyway, thank you. Hopefully keep in touch and see you in person next time. 谢谢。
ありがとう。ごさわさんありがとう。
So, do you have any questions?
No need to ask questions.
今回もし、こういう交流ができれば幸いですね。そうですね。こちらにも日本に行きたい方もいると思います。でも今はコロナ影響でこういうことが難しいとは思います。 でも、今日のご支援いただき、誠にありがとうございました。
本当にありがとうございました。
本当にありがとうございました。では、また来年お会いましょう。今日一日お疲れ様でした。ひとみと言います。ありがとうございました。
失礼します。
See you.
See you.